Coming up tonight on News in Depth, 2 charged and remanded for cocaine and fish and deodorant. Ngao and sugar workers condemn Guy Suko's upmanship. And Jagdeo blasts government over management of the economy. News in Depth begins now. With the news, I'm Kurt Campbell. Thanks for joining us. First up, 2 men, a Jamaican national and an East Coast businessman, were today charged in the Georgetown Magistrates Court over 2 drug busts earlier this week.
A Fowles East Coast Demerara businessman this morning pleaded not guilty to attempting to ship 88 kilograms of cocaine in frozen fish and shrimp to the United States. The drugs were busted Tuesday night at the Chedichagan International Airport. The businessman, Kapil Takuran, appeared before Magistrate Leron Daly and, through his attorney Peter Hughes, denied any knowledge of the drug shipment. Hugh made a request for bail on behalf of his client, which was denied by the magistrate, who remanded the businessman to prison until August 26. The drugs, totaling in excess of 190 pounds, were stashed in 35 boxes of seafood. The drugs, which were intercepted by ranks of the police anti-narcotics branch, carried an estimated street value of about $430,000. And the Jamaican national, who attempted to ship 540 grams of cocaine concealed in bottles of deodorant through the post office, pleaded guilty to the offense when he appeared before the same magistrate this morning. The man, 54-year-old Easton Stapleton, was remanded to prison and will appear on Monday morning for sentencing. It was during the hearing in the court when the man begged the magistrate for leniency and said he cooperated with Kanu officials, but the prosecutor denied such claims. The Jamaican could face the maximum 4 years sentence for the offense and pay a fine.
More news after the break.
Extra beer is the beer to drink. Grab one now, grab one now. Drink extra beer and come to your senses.
Enjoy a great extra Pilsner beer, now available in regular and light. Taste real smooth with no hangover. It's the perfect beer, according to Drinkers Review.
Me drink beer in a real life.
Distributed by the wholesale distributors in the Stockbroke Market. Telephone 683-9500. Extra beer is also found in supermarkets and stores nationwide. It's the perfect beer.
PassPack takes the hassle out of online shopping, making it faster, easier, and cheaper. With 4 flights weekly from Miami, get your item within days of delivery at our Miami warehouse. Register at www.passpacks.com and start shopping right away, or order at our local office at 188 Waterloo Street. We even deliver your item straight to your door if you need. You pay for the actual weight of your item, so you save on your freight. PassPack, your cheaper alternative for online shopping. A division of Pass Cargo Guyana. Visit us today at 188 Waterloo Street, Georgetown, next to the former Astor Cinema, or contact us on telephone number 223-0738. You can also visit us on Facebook.
Top horses, best jockeys, lucrative prizes. It's horse racing's biggest showpiece in Guyana.
And it's an event that I always look forward to come to.
I like this. People happiness. Beautiful. I'm a horse sportsman. I enjoy racing.
It's a big money race.
It's the 10th annual Guyana Cup 2016. Sunday, August 14th, Portman Randolph Club. Guyana's biggest horse racing event.
Welcome back. Ngao and Guy Suko are at loggerheads over the corporation's treatment of workers and their right to strike.
The move by the Guyana Sugar Corporation to transfer workers from the LBI estate to Enmore is being met with strong resistance from the workers and their union GAU. GAU, at a press conference at their headquarters in Kingston, said the workers condemn what it calls Guy Suko's upmanship. General Secretary C. Paul Narayan said no dialogue or meetings were held with the union to discuss this move.
The manager's response indicates that the workers would not be granted a forum to represent their issues. No dialogue, no meeting. The practice of upmanship need not be pursued at no time.
GAU President Komal Chand said he hopes good sense prevails and an amicable solution can be found to this latest action. The union said about 450 cane cutters, shovelmen, weeders, and cane planters would be affected by the move, which will also result in the loss of income.
We want a dialogue. They may convince the workers to accept their transfer. We will have to consider some anomalies.
The workers said LBI cultivation remains intact.
Opposition leader Barra today slammed the government over its management of the economy, which he said is in decline. The coalition government's management of Guyana's economy has not impressed opposition leader Barra Jagdeo, who today ignored the positives of the mid-year report and criticized the administration over what he said was a lack of a plan and policy to address the challenges facing the economy and the private sector. Jagdeo said the government must take its head out of the sand and address the reality of a declining economy instead of holding out that there is no economic crisis.
Some of the most pressing concerns that people in the business community particularly have brought to my attention, to the party's attention, over the past several months. And there seems to be a huge fear in the business community today that matters that will affect their well-being are not given the priority of this government.
He said too that the government needs to stop waiting on the proceeds of oil and stop making excuses. Jagdeo said despite the 2% growth recorded in the mid-year report and the projected 4% annual growth, there is a major decline in key sectors which could lead to an overall decline.
I sell swaggerific. Spaniard me like staggerific. I Spaniard. When it's give me a hand on the whole place. Turn up, turn on up, turn up, turn on up, stag up, turn on up, turn up, turn on up, stag up, turn up, turn up, turn on up, turn up. Stagging on me hands now. Hand up, hand on, hand up, hand on, stag up, hand on, hand up, hand on, hand up, hand up, hand up, stag up, stag up. Tell them no. I don't business if you're not on time. You must always have stag in the line. Well, everybody have a stag in the hand. Where's mine? Staggerman's beer.
Attitude. Give me attitude. Next. Action. Guys, where's the ice cream? Cut! In 4 delectable flavors, the new Super Premium Royal Ripple ice cream is smooth, unbelievably rich, and far more affordable than you think. Royal Ripple Super Premium from Sterling Products Limited.
The Guyana Cup is set for Sunday at the Port Morant Turf Club.
Kings Knight, the 2-1 favorite for Sunday's Guyana Cup horse racing event, is hoping to dethrone the reigning and defending champion CP Got Even in what is promising to be a blistering race. Speaking to reporters, owner of Kings Knight, Junior Mohammed, said he's confident that his horse will make his stable proud.
Some of the horses I have racing in the feature event is Kings Knight, Climate Change, and Blame the Jockey. In the E-Class event is Release the Beast and Keep on Swinging. The 3-year-old event, we have Climate Change and Red Rocket.
Marvin is wearing 2 hats for a Guyana Cup. He's also the organizer, and he said all systems are in place for the biggest horse racing event in Guyana.
Sponsors, they've been just coming on board as the race comes closer and they see the promotion and how everything's going, and they know that the Guyana Cup, we have a very large crowd. And if you ever haven't went to a Guyana Cup, you should come out this year because it's a family event. It's not just about horse.
Trainer-owner of CP Got Even, Colin Elcock, said the weather was not kind for his defense of the Guyana Cup, but he remains confident that he can retain his title.
Well, she have got a little old now, basically, but I tried to prop her up to make the race because she had gotten 2 injuries. One for Rising Sun, which she had got in the race, she had got a strike on her tendon. And then the first week I brought her to the track was bad, and she got cut by some object in there. It was very bad on her back foot. It's now healing up. I had to end up ponying her to get her into the race. I'm not complaining, but I've done my best, and I think she will give a good day's run come race day.
Elcock has won the Guyana Cup 4 times with 3 different horses, and the betting boys are already making their pick for the feature event.
I think this year will be one of the best Guyana Cups we ever had. With the Surinamis, the Miami horses, the Jamaican horses coming in, it's going to be a real feast for spectators.
Kings Knight I like.
Why you like it?
Because to the last 2 performances, that's why I like it.
Yeah, well, I choose Kings Knight because he never lose a race from since he came down, so I think he's going to mash them up.
This is the 10th edition of the annual Guyana Cup horse racing meeting.
And that's a wrap of the major news stories for today. Join us again on Monday for another news roundup. Have a pleasant weekend.